You're out early.
Yeah, we're off to the prison. I wanted to interview Bob Hope before he goes to court.
I didn't think he was due yet.
Well, we needed a hearing. His story is full of holes, and it doesn't tie in with forensics. We needed to inform the CPS of our doubts.
And they told you it wouldn't stand up?
Well, not yet, but we believe that he confessed in a mistaken attempt to protect his son.
I think I might sit in on this interview.
There's really no need.
Oh, it's a high-profile case. I think there's every need.
Oh, I just...
Come on. We ought to be getting to work.
no hurry.
You're waiting for your DNA tests, aren't you?
Do you know, I completely forgot they were due today.
Liar.
Rodney, how's business?
Oh, I can't complain, can't complain.
Good, good. I do hope your back rent will be paid up by the end of this month.
Presents?
Mind your own business.
It's here.
I believe that is addressed to me.
Bob only confessed to get you off the hook, and you promised you'd sort things out.
Yeah, well, I tried.
Or did you drop him further in it to save your own skin?
I told him the truth. I admitted that I was up there, and I said that he couldn't have done it.
Well, why did they let you off and not him?
I don't know. They made it pretty clear they'll be wanting to talk to me again.
So you're still a suspect?
Seem to be quite high on the list. Probably reckon me and Dad did it together.
If he goes down for this, I'll never forgive you.
Why did you lie to us?
What are you talking about? I've confessed. I killed Tom King.
We're not ruling that out, but it certainly didn't happen like you said. Your story's full of holes.
Yeah, well, I was flustered. I was confused.
I suggest you were trying to protect your son. Therefore, I can only conclude that you think he's the killer.
No, Jamie is innocent.
What about Terry Woods? You've admitted plotting with him. He left the country on the day of the murder.
Yeah, I know it sounds bad, but Terry's innocent, same as Jamie.
None of you are innocent. We're just trying to work out what you're guilty of. We could charge you with wasting police time.
Interview terminated at 10:01 hours. You'll be appearing in court this morning, Mr. Hope, so we won't detain you any longer.
Could drive into Harrogate. There's a new health club. We could do with a bit of pampering.
Oh, I've got to work.
Well, delegate. That's what being a boss is all about. I reckon they'd be grateful for me cheering you up.
I'll try and see you at lunchtime.
I never knew having a good time was such hard work.
Well, I guess if you can't get the money out of him, you just have to bite the bullet and find yourself a job.
I've already got one. Just texted my agent, look.
Yeah? Topless in Tahiti. I'm sure Jimmy King will be very impressed.
Why?
Well, think about it.
Modelling is my career.
Yeah, and I'm sure some people might say it doesn't make you a particularly compatible partner for a managing director in mourning. And then you'll never get your hands on his cash.
Maybe it's time we stopped trying to sort her life out and started concentrating on ours.
Hey, I thought we were fine.
We're running out of cash, Scott.
Well, it's all right. I've got a couple of cars booked in later for a valet and a wash.
I'm talking serious money. I'll get us lunch in the wood later. We can talk things over.
Well, maybe if we're strapped for cash, then we shouldn't be eating out.
Yeah, you're right. I best nip back to the homestead, get our meal ticket.
And if you think them not going to lend you any money, then you've got another thing coming.
I've got a lot to learn. Dingoes have their own lunch and vouchers.
For the bike, hope you like the colour.
Oh, it's perfect. Look, I can't wait to start doing it up. We make a good team, don't we?
Guess so.
Hello, darling.
Mum. Surprise.
I saw a messenger arrive at Farrah's this morning. Reckon it must be the DNA results.
Has he said anything?
Nah, he's been trying to avoid me ever since I got here. He's up to something.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Just open them.
Not yet.
What's the problem? You reckon you know the score anyway. Oh, glad you're here. You can open them together.
It's not that simple. Surely you can see that.
It's what we've been waiting for.
Over the weeks, I've started to think of you as my own flesh and blood. My son.
Thanks.
It's hard to believe that all that could change just because of a few words on a piece of paper. What if we get the wrong result?
I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well, Katie asked me to come over for your birthday, and I thought I'd come a few days early. Well, I am so glad that I did. You know, it is such a lovely place that you live in. Oh, you must show me round.
Well, you said you always hated the country. Said you could never get a taxi or a takeaway.
Stories that girl comes up with. She was just the same at school, you know. The things she told a teacher.
Yeah, well, I had to come out with some excuses for you never turning up.
Well, I know I missed the odd hockey match, but it's not easy being a working mum, you know.
We're just starting to find that out, aren't we?
Well, I hope Jo's pulling her weight. She never did a thing at home. The room was like a pigsty.
She really helped out after Katie's accident. We don't know what we'd have done without her.
Well, she's obviously turned over a new leaf. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't make it for Christmas, love.
It's all right. Anyway, you're here now. Come on, I'll show you around. Come on. What did she mean? She couldn't make it at Christmas.
All the witness statements, sir.
I haven't got you very far.
We are following a number of leads.
A prominent businessman is murdered at a wedding that's attended by half the village. Enough witnesses to sink the Titanic, and the only bloke you've arrested has now got to be released through lack of evidence. You're making this force a laughing stock.
With respect, sir, I still think Bob and Jamie Hope were involved.
Well, are you saying they conspired together?
It is possible, sir, and Terry Woods could be in on it. We've been on to Interpol to help trace him.
Well, I hope that brings you more success than you've had so far. In the meantime, get those statements checked again and re-interview witnesses if you have to.
Perhaps we should start with Rosemary King.
That woman has been through enough. I don't want her bothered. Just concentrate on getting me some results.
Maybe it would help if I didn't have one hand tied behind my back.
So, you think the grieving widow did it, then?
I don't know. But the first person you look at is the one who stands to benefit from the crime.
Jimmy's got some queries about the Ornham contract.
Well, can't you two handle anything without me?
You seem to be running the show now, just like you always wanted.
This is not the way I wanted it. What? And I did? Only difference is, I'm the one who has to carry you two through it. Jimmy's wandering around like a wet weekend and you're not much better.
Well, I just can't seem to get used to the idea that Dad'll never be coming through that door again.
And you think I can? OK, so we had a rows, but he was still our dad and I loved him. And I need as much time to grieve over him as you do. But I can't because I have to stay strong and keep things going.
I guess it'll be easier when the police have got a conviction. At least there'll be some sort of closure.
I've just spoken to Charles. They've released Bob Hope.
What? They can't.
Matt!
This has gone on long enough.
David.
I think it's for the best.
I just want you to know this isn't about scientific results for me.
Well?
It's positive. Your father and son?
I always knew it.
Everything's turned out just like we wanted. We might as well sign that agreement now.
I think I'll just...
Yeah, whatever you say, Dad.
hope you've got our luncheon vouchers.
Ready and waiting.
You can't do that.
Watch me. Sosh. Well, see for yourself, Diane.
I'll get you fresh ones.
I'm not too sure that I want to eat in here. These are your standards of hygiene.
Marlon's kitchen is as clean as a whistle.
Not everyone's going to think though when they hear about it, is it? I reckon you ought to give us these for free.
I'll get you. All the scum in the book. You put it there yourself.
Prove it.
You can have your meals this time, but if you try anything like this ever again, I'll bar the pair of you.
I wasn't sure if I was coming home.
How are you going to put me through all that?
Who did you bribe to get off?
Well, let's calm things down,
Who
shall
killed
we?
my dad?
A court of law says different. Now, if you'll excuse us, me and my husband need a little time alone together.
I was in an awkward situation. Joe was upset.
But that doesn't explain what you're doing on the road with her for so long.
I was trying to cheer her up.
I'm sure her mum had her reasons for not coming, but I don't know why you made such a big deal of it.
I can't discuss it, I promise, Joe.
Well, she's more important than telling your wife.
It's not like you think.
Thought I'd show my mum around the village. Maybe go on the Woolly.
Well, perhaps you'd like to join us later. I'd like to buy you both a drink. Thank you for looking after this one.
Nothing like the taste of free food.
So let's quit while we're ahead. She knows what we're up to.
Yeah, she can't prove it, though.
Still, I'd feel more comfortable doing this kind of thing away from home.
I understand how you must feel.
I doubt that very much.
I know I upset your family over the wedding. Perhaps I was wrong. I'm sorry. No, please.
I'm sorry I was busy this morning.
Have you got a bit of time now?
I know this is a difficult time.
We don't need your sympathy. We know how people feel about us in this village.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I better see what's going on.
I'm sorry you feel like that. But if there's ever anything I can do to help,
Bob Hope's been released.
Well, if I'm prepared to put the past behind me, I think you ought to try. After all, it's been a while now. But you might have grown up a bit.
Yeah, well, there's no chance of you doing that. I used to have to pretend to be a little sister so you could lie about your age.
That was just a little game we used to play.
Yeah, well, I hate your games.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of yours either.
Thought we were going to call a truce.
Very nice.
Oh, he's out of bounds. His girlfriend's younger than me.
Why do you always think the worst of me? I'm just interested in your new life. Maybe get you a new boyfriend. Hi!
Scott, this is my mother.
Nice to meet you.
And you too. I was thinking of getting a new car. Maybe you could help me.
What are you looking for?
Oh, something sporty, with a bit of go in it.
Oh, we've got loads to choose from. Got some information somewhere. Yeah, well, it'll have to be some time. Come on, we'll go in now.
You just frightened them off.
Well, you weren't making much of a job of it. She obviously fancied you. If you'd have played along, might have got a sale.
I didn't think you wanted me flirting with other women in front of you.
Oh, I'm not bothered what you do. You can take her to a hotel room for all I care, as long as I get half the profit.
That'll teach you if I get dodgy tests from your crooked mates. Worked out what went wrong?
I gave them a strand of my hair. I didn't want David to know what was going on, so I took a strand from his coat.
It was probably Dell's. Still, the way things have turned out, you're probably glad that he's family after all.
This changes everything.
Don't tell me. You're developing a conscience.
And what is that supposed to mean?
24 hours ago, you were pushing him to sign that contract. You were rubbing your hands with the thought of all the money you were going to make.
I cannot apologise for being a good businessman.
But ripping off your son feels a little bit different.
Well, Well, what's more natural than a father and son going into partnership? Father and son. Does have a sort of ring to it, don't you think?
You couldn't go ahead with it? Oh. We were just talking about you. Well, thanks, we'd love to. Bye. That was your son. Him and Dale have been out for lunch. They want us to join them to celebrate. Come on.
There you are. Something to help you drown your sorrows.
That's nice of you, considering I never even send you a Christmas card.
Well, I like to remember our good times, even if you don't.
Right now they seem pretty good. At least I never had to make an appointment to see you.
Well, he's a busy man. He's got things on his mind.
I just don't know where I stand with him. Scott reckons he'll be angry if I do this modelling job just because it's topless.
Well, he could be right. I'm sure Jimmy's the kind of guy who turns straight to page 3, but doesn't mean he wants to see you there. Especially at a time like this.
Maybe there's other ways of getting through to him.
You're up to something. I know that look.
There's nothing we can do. There must be. Look at this lot. The truth is, they're glad he's dead. They all hated him.
Does it really matter what they think?
It matters to me. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of what he achieved. And I'm going to see whoever killed him pay for it.
Celebrating? We certainly are.
Can we tell the good news?
Yes. There's going to be a new partnership at the factory.
David has just had his DNA test results, and Eric Pollard is definitely his dad.
Not sure I'd be celebrating that. But you're obviously happy, and that's all that matters.
Couldn't be happier.
Neither of you ever thought about what this could do to me in my condition.
I only went down there to help him.
Yeah, and I only confessed to save your skin.
You really thought I'd done it?
I'm not blaming you after what he did to your sister.
I couldn't kill anyone. You should know that, Dad.
Well, if it wasn't either of you two, who was it?
Well, they're asking a lot of questions about Terry.
Certainly hated him enough.
Stop right there. Whoever it was, I don't want you two making up any more stories to help. Just be grateful they've let you out.
Well,
Whoa, it's Jim.
he's a good looker too.
Oh, you stop embarrassing me.
See what I have to put up with. You're even allowed to look now.
Oh, they think you're dead from the neck down when you pass 30.
She's only jealous because blokes still fancy me and she can't keep one for longer than a week.
How's it going?
Well, I may have to kill him.
Bad idea. Don't worry, I'm here now.
It's party time!
We've already started.
So we see. Why don't you and Del go and organise another bottle? I need a little time, David. Things I need to say.
I mean, you must appreciate how I feel as Tom's widow, knowing the man who's confessed to his murder is wandering around the village a free man.
I admit mistakes have been made, but I've spoken to the officers involved and I'm confident they're now on the right track.
Look, it's not that I doubt you, Charles. It's just that I'm having such a difficult time. I feel as if I'm never going to be able to move on with my life until I know that my husband's murderer is behind bars.
You have my word, I will not rest until that happens. Yes. Tom was a good friend to me, and I know he'd want me to help you in any way I can.
Yes. Well, I hope you won't think I've taken advantage of that friendship. Gosh, it must be difficult for you now, coming to the house now that Tom isn't here anymore.
It's my duty.
You're very kind.
Back again, Charlie.
Yes, we were just discussing the investigation.
Is that what you call it?
I was just telling Rosemary how I owe it to your father to help in any way I can. I thought you might understand that.
Maybe I will, when you find his killer.
I ought to be getting back to work.
Yes, of course. I'll see you to your car.
Seem to be getting very close.
Maybe that's how she wants it.
Wouldn't have thought he was her type.
It could be the perfect cover. She gets all the inside information she needs, and the rest of the plot are too nervous to question a friend of the chief constable.
I've never been a family man. Always been into the next deal. And some of the deals I've made I've not exactly been proud of.
Well, that happens in business.
I haven't always been considerate with other people's feelings.
You can all say that.
You're not understanding what I'm trying to tell you. I could have been kinder to your mother. Can't change the past. 61 years old now and of an age where most people consider retirement. And suddenly I'm given a second chance. An opportunity to put things right. I just want you to know that this isn't just another deal. It's a new beginning.
Make way for the bubbly. Let's toast to Pollard and Son.
To Pollard and Son.
Pollard and Son.
Cheers.
Cheers.